Okay, it's been a minute because there are so many new releases at Sephora, so I picked them all up and we're going to test them out and try them on in this video. But before we get into all that fun, I want to share really quickly that Sephora has actually partnered with me on today's video once again. Thank you to Sephora for always continuing to support my channel. There are so many options when it comes to shopping at Sephora. You can either buy online and pick up in store. There's also same-day delivery options. So if you really want something quick, that option is available if you're really in a hurry and you want to try out something new or you just need a refill on your tried and true product. I've done that many times before with my Charlotte Tilbury setting sprays, and it comes in handy. So there's so many ways to shop, and if you're not already a Beauty Insider member, I say this all the time, but I don't know what you're waiting for. It is so quick, so easy, and it's free to sign up. As always, I'll make sure I leave a really easy link in the description box below. So you can click on that link and become a Beauty Insider member like me and earn a point for every dollar you spend either online or in store or at Sephora at Kohl's. Sign up and let me dive into all the new products I'm gonna be testing that are sold at Sephora. First things first, I have been so pumped to try this, and a little quick disclaimer, I actually, if you missed it, I did a huge skin tint haul on my channel. I bought every single skin tint and tinted moisturizer that is sold at Sephora or online at Sephora. This came out quite literally. I got the email telling me about this like the week after I finished filming that video, like completely finished filming that video, and this came out and I was like, Sephora, couldn't you have sped that up? I just barely missed it, so I'm very anxious to try this. I picked this up actually in store. One of these Sephora employees was super helpful and she helped me color match to this shade right here. So I'm gonna try out the shade. This is 170 Olive. Yeah, 170 Light Olive. Love that they have an olive undertone at Sephora, and they actually had a really huge range of shades to choose from and great undertones to choose from too. So this is the one that I picked up. And let me tell you a bit more about this. This is the Reveal the Real. That's really cute. Reveal the Real skin tint. This is supposed to be a blurring and smoothing. So if you have any skin texture, larger pores, it's supposed to blur and smooth your skin. Let's test it out. I have not worn this once. I've only tested it out on the top of my hand. It also says a light breathable coverage, offering a soft radiant finish. I like all these things. I also like the little convenience squeezy tube. I just always opt for things like this when I'm like on the go. So nice and convenient. I poured some out on my palette. I'm gonna grab my N17 brush and we're going to test out the new Sephora skin tint. Wow. Whoa, that's light. I mean, not like light in color, I mean light in texture. That feels really nice. Another thing I want to point out too is, let me actually add a little bit more. The employees at Sephora were telling me that it's been a really nice, like comfortable feeling. It's really hot right now. We're in the middle of summer, and they're saying that it's like very long wearing and that it's nice even when it's like a really hot day. It doesn't melt off their face. Well, that's what two of the girls were telling me. So I have really high hopes for this. I'm excited to wear this throughout the rest of the day, and I'll obviously give you like an update on how it wore throughout the day. This is just gonna be like a first impression because I've never tried it before. So I'm patting it on now to the center of my cheek where I want a little bit more coverage. Color is actually really great. This definitely has an olive undertone. It's slightly leaning on the warm side, but not to the point where it's not matching me. So that's a win. Feels really lightweight, feels really hydrating. Kind of feels a little bit like the Cali Ray Daydreaming one that I love. And apparently that one is sold out right now. So I guess a lot of you picked it up. I love that one. But this feels very much like that. Very, very thin and lightweight, but it's offering and giving me a lot of coverage. Like that looks really good. And I like that it's actually drying down. It's not staying super wet on my skin, which is, to me, that's just a little more annoying to have that kind of feeling. I want to feel like my makeup has settled down and it's dried down somewhat, because those always tend to just wear longer and look more fresh throughout the day. And this is supposedly a 12-hour hydration too. So lots of good things going on. I do feel like this is giving me a blurring finish to my skin. Like right here in the inner part of my cheek, I do feel like it's looking really smooth and really pretty. There's a slight hint of some, not like an intentional fragrance. Like it doesn't smell like it's perfumed, like that kind of fragrance. It just has a slight scent in general. Just something to call out. I would say this would probably be good, first impression, that is. I would say this is probably gonna be good for all skin types. The way it's laying on my skin and the way it's feeling, I feel like this would be a really good, suitable skin tint for anyone. That's really pretty. I'm looking at the monitor, it looks really smooth and really nice. Let's bring it down my neck a touch. Yeah, I mean, I like this a lot. I am really excited. I feel like this is a really good launch for Sephora. I wish this was out when I did my skin tint video, but here we are. We're trying it, better late than never. And not really late because it wasn't out yet, but still kind of add this to the mix of the ones that I tried. All right, I'm gonna stop playing with it. I'm just kind of trying to feel, like get a better feel of it, basically. It's drying down in a nice satin finish, which is, again, very ideal for like long wear. I'll get a good wear test in. I'll keep you posted on my thoughts, but first impression is I really, really like the Real Soft Radiant Skin Tint from Sephora. That is really pretty. You see that? Good color match, good blendability. Very excited for this one. Now that we have that on, I want to try another complexion product that I have been dying to try. I'm a big Danessa Myricks fan. Her complexion products are outstanding. She always nails it with the complexion products and just products in general, like eyeshadows, you name it. There's really not a Danessa Myricks product that I've not liked that I've tried. So she just came out with the Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer. It's for face, eyes. It's supposed to lift, smooth, and correct. I love all these talking points. I love anything that says it's going to lift and smooth and correct. So very cool. I like how cute this little packaging is too. I picked up the shade 6 Neutral, and I was with Lisa J when I picked this up, so I have really good memories of this one. She actually had picked it up too. She hadn't tried it yet, but she had picked up the shade 6, and her and I have some similar shades that we wear. So I picked up the shade 6 as well. I also swatched it in store and it looked like it was gonna be a good match. But look how cute this little guy is. I love the packaging. I'm such a sucker for good packaging. So I have nothing under my eyes. I don't have a color corrector. We're just gonna use this and see how much coverage it's gonna give me. So shade 6 is supposed to be a neutral. It is leaning on the warm side. So it's looking a little bit more golden than I would like for my under eyes, but let's see how we like the coverage and the actual formula. That might be too much product. We're gonna find out together. I do like the little, it's like a very small doe foot applicator. I mean, the whole packaging is really cute and petite and small. So let's blend this in. I'm just gonna grab my N14 brush and we're gonna tap this in and see what the coverage is like. I mean, it feels good, but with concealer, I have to really wear it out throughout the entire day to see how it's going to interact with my under eyes, if it's gonna crease and all those things. But first impression, it is looking beautiful. It does look very smooth. Coverage is actually like a touch lighter than what you're probably used to seeing me use on my channel, which is not a bad thing. It actually looks really natural, but still giving me coverage. So it's coverage, but it's not like a heavy, thick coverage. Just a reminder, this is a first impressions testing video, so I can't give you like definitive answers on like how the wear time is yet. So stay tuned for that. But all in all, what I can tell you is it blended out onto my skin really quick and really easy. It looks very smooth. It feels very nice. I do feel like it smoothed my under eyes quite a bit. I have quite a bit of little fine lines around here. I think it looks good. I mean, first impression, I really like this. I do want to build it up a touch though. So what we're going to do, where I need it the most, which is right here, I'm going to layer a bit more. It's like a nice in-between consistency where it's not too liquidy and it's not too thick and creamy. It's like a right in the middle of the road kind of texture and consistency. So let's just tap this in a bit more and see if we can layer it. Okay, yeah, it's actually layering great. Okay, now I'm happy. I just need a little bit more coverage in this inner part of my eye where I have the most redness. I want to look really fresh. Okay, that's pretty. See, with whatever's left over on my brush, I'm gonna gently buff around my nose. Yeah, this looks really nice. Actually, this looks really smooth and really pretty. Now that I know I can build it up, yeah, it looks really pretty. It looks really good on the monitor. Okay, you're gonna be seeing me use this a lot more to be continuing on how it wears throughout the day, but we're gonna move on from the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer because I have some powder, I have blushes, and the new blushes that I want to try are from Hourglass. I've had so many requests from y'all to try this Hourglass formula, and I've been anxious to try these, trust me. This was an in-store purchase as well. I picked up 2 shades. I got Scene and Whim. They were very much like the Danessa Myricks concealer where they were really small, cute, little delicate packaging, which I really enjoy. Especially if I were to put something like this in my makeup kit, like my pro kit. These do not take up a huge amount of room in my kit, which I really appreciate. One's a more bright, happy color. One's a little bit more muted. I think we'll try the more happy color just to switch it up because I go for colors like this a lot, and I'll probably end up putting this one in my pro kit. I'm not gonna lie. So in the back of this does say to shake very well. And I have seen videos online of people reminding you to shake this very well. Otherwise, they're not fully pigmented and the color payoff is just not going to be as good. So don't ignore the packaging and shake it very, very well. So this is the shade Scene. All right, I'm going to shake it really, really well because I got scared by the people saying that you have to shake it really, really well online. Okay, and what's also really cute and cool about this packaging is the way you pour it out is it has a little pushy thing here and you just tap it and it comes out. And less is more. I've also heard that as well. Okay, so I'm just trying to give you all my helpful hints that I picked up just from watching other people use this. So this actually might be way too much product, but we're gonna test it out and see together. So I'm gonna pick it up on my brush. That's a really pretty color. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Rare Beauty Happy. It's a great blush. So liquid blush. Oh yeah, okay, that's very pigmented. So I'm gonna borrow from this side, place it on this side, and wow. Okay, very pigmented, very thin in formula. I mean, this feels like absolutely nothing on my hand, but the color payoff is, wow. It's interacting really well with the Sephora skin tint, so that's also a plus. That's pretty. That is really pretty. I'm actually gonna layer a little bit more. This is more like a stain, so it's gonna feel like basically nothing on your skin. It's gonna feel virtually weightless. So if that's something that you love and look for in a blush, then you might want to really check out this formula. I'm surprised how, I mean, not that I'm surprised. Hourglass has amazing products, right? But I wasn't expecting this kind of color payoff. I'm just really blown away with this color payoff right now. It is exceptionally beautiful. I mean, it's stunning. It looks really smooth. There's no patchiness in the formula. I'm getting a really nice even coating of the pigment, which is also ideal. Yeah, I'd say I'm definitely gonna put this one in my pro kit. This one is, Whim is gonna go in my pro kit for sure. And I'll probably keep Scene for myself. I don't know, maybe I'll put them both in my kit, who knows. I'm gonna just blend across my nose, whatever's left over. That's very pretty. That is really, really pretty. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's move on because I could talk about this forever. I'm gonna reblend my Danessa Myricks concealer into my eye, and then we're gonna set the under eyes before we try out the new Rare Beauty powder, because this is not gonna be like your setting powder. It's gonna be more for like touch-ups, fine-tuning, and like polishing your makeup. This is not gonna be designed as like your actual like lock it into place setting powder, from what I understand anyway. I'm sure you could play with it and dabble in doing that, but for now, I'm gonna set it the way I would normally, I'm gonna set my concealer the way I normally would, okay? So let me actually grab my Givenchy Prism Leaf Powder in the shade number 3. Also sold at Sephora, it's there. I know they're reformulating it. I've heard this from a few of you. I'm very sad about it. Who knows, maybe it'll be even better. We'll find out together. But for now, I'm gonna be using my old formula because I absolutely love it. So number 3, I'm just gonna lock in the Danessa Myricks, and it's looking even more smooth. Granted, this Givenchy powder is extremely smoothing. So I'll try to keep it just to the under eyes, and I'll save the rest for Rare Beauty and for Selena, because I need to give Selena the rest of my face and try that powder out everywhere else. But very nice to the Danessa Myricks. Very, very pretty. I can't get over this blush. This blush is outstanding. I'm sorry. I know I keep talking about it, but it is really beautiful. That is really good. That is really, really nice. We have the powder from Rare Beauty. It's the True to Myself Tinted Pressed Finishing Powder. Oh yeah, it says right here. It's a finishing powder, not a setting powder. Not to be confused with like, this is a setting powder, this is a finishing powder. So I picked up the shade Natural, and it says on the cover of it, or the box of it, it's an airy, long-lasting pressed powder that instantly blurs, mattifies, and touches up makeup with light, flexible coverage that always looks like skin. I love all those talking points. Oh, that's cute. It says on the inside of the box, "You are rare." That's cute. All the reasons why I love Selena, like little touches like that. That is really cute. I don't know if she came up with that, but I'm just assuming she did. Okay, this is the compact. And like I mentioned, I got the shade Natural, but look how cute that is. That's adorable. It does not come with a powder puff, which is totally fine. So Natural, grab my N15 brush, dip into this, and see what it's gonna do. Wow, that is really silky. That's really silky. Okay, I have high hopes for this now. So let's watch the shine. Let's see how it's gonna touch up. Yep, wow. Okay, let's count how many times I said wow in a video. I'm so sorry if that's getting out of hand, but wow, this looks really pretty. Okay, that feels amazing. I could imagine already, just based on how I applied it on my forehead, that this would be a really good powder for mature skin. Mature or dry skin, this is not gonna be a heavy, you know, unflattering powder for mature skin. This looks beautiful. The other thing I'm noticing too is it's not flat and, you know, one-dimensional, which I really appreciate. So let's try on the cheek. Ooh, now this is nice. I have to be honest with you all. This is what I was expecting to get out of this, the Hourglass powder, and I'm not loving it at all. This is like first impression, blurring, smoothing, perfecting, subtly and flattering in a mattifying way, like not in a dull, dry as the desert kind of way. It's still very flattering. Oh my God, this is good. This is really good. Like, you already know I'm a fan of Rare Beauty, so I'm sure you're not surprised at home, but I would tell you if this wasn't good. I'd be like, okay, Rare Beauty, this was not the best one. This is a fantastic product for them. Wow, I don't need more powder, but I want to keep applying it. Wow, well, this might be my favorite thing, one of my favorite things so far that I've tried. This is beautiful. Holy smokes. And I'm so happy to say that the shade works perfect. The shade Natural, I mean, it didn't alter the shade of my skin tint. It didn't alter the shade of my blush. It just kind of fine-tuned and smooth and blurred. This is fantastic. Holy moly, this is fantastic. Okay, we're gonna move on. I'm not gonna talk too much about the same thing over and over again. That is a fantastic powder. Love, love, love that. And I love these. I've loved everything I've tried so far. Exciting things that I want to try that I'm very excited to try, like the new Makeup Forever long wear versions of my two favorite lip liners of all time, Anywhere Caffeine, and I also got Wherever Walnut. I almost got Limitless Brown too, but I decided to be, I don't need another Limitless Brown. I have like 3 in my possession, so I decided to be just get these 2. So these are the long wear versions of the classic original formula that you see me use all the time on my channel that I'm a huge fan of. So we will try these, but we also have new Fenty. I got all these in PR from Fenty Beauty, and can I just tell you, I gasped when I opened up that PR box. I'll have to like insert a photo of it because it was so stunning. It was so beautiful. It had a big lipstick on it. The inside was unbelievable, but they sent me all the new lip liners. So I'm so thankful to Fenty Beauty for sending me all the new shades. These look fantastic. And they also, I feel like I hit the jackpot because they sent me all the lipsticks as well. So we have a lot of testing to do. I'm not gonna try them all on for this video because that would just be a really long video and you might be like over it after a few minutes. So I'm gonna try on a few, okay? I wanna try on for the formula alone. So these are the Fenty Beauty lipsticks. They're like a juicy, more like shiny lipstick. They're gonna feel more comfortable, more moisturizing on. All the shades look absolutely stunning, but I wanna try on just a few that really caught my eye, like Spice Cold. Yeah, 08 Spice Cold. So Spice Cold, let's try this on. This is a juicy lipstick. Wow. 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 I should have paired this with the lip liner too. Oh my gosh. Okay. These feel outstanding. Very high pigment and again, juicy. That's like the best way I could describe this is it's a very juicy, high shine formula. Like, look at that. It's like very wet for lack of a better way to put it. That shade is stunning. That is, once again, Spice Cold. Love that. Really impressive. I'm gonna keep that aside because that's like gonna be probably a new favorite for sure, I'm assuming. And let's just try to pair with it a bit of a lip liner. I want to just kind of try to layer the shade Traced Out on top. Oh yeah, okay. Beautiful. Wow. Traced Out with Spice Cold. That is really pretty. I'm going to take these off and let's try a couple more. Let's just go for it. Gonna remove this with the little microfiber cloth. All right, which one should we try next? Let's do, for fun's sake, let's do a hot pink one or more of a hot pink one. This is Hibiscus. Let's try Hibiscus on and let's try it with, let's see. Oh, and I got the name wrong. I am so sorry. This is the Traced Out lip liner, excuse me. But this is the shade Extra Thigh. Okay, I love these. So this is the shade Riri. And I've done Riri a lot in the past, like that shade in like a lip gloss, and I love it. So I'm assuming I'm gonna love the shade Riri. Let's try this one on with the shade Hibiscus. So Riri first. Oh, these are incredibly creamy. Very highly pigmented. Very much like a creamy glide on formula. Wow. So that is Riri. And then let's try Hibiscus on top. Ooh, wow. All right, that's really fun, really pretty, very much like a summery, happy shade. I kind of want to try one more, okay? So let's just stay with me. I know, I have a lot to try on. Okay, that one does not want to come off. That is very long wearing. Wow. For being so creamy, that is like not wanting to come off my lips whatsoever. I want to try one more and then I promise you we'll move on because I really want to try this Kulfi lip stain. I've heard a lot of great things about it. And oh, it's actually a lip staining lip oil. So very excited. I'm gonna probably wrap this video up with this and I'll wear this throughout the day because I really have been wanting to try this for a while now. So let's finish this up and try on the shade Peanut Butter. So cute. So this is gonna be a nude liner. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, this is like my kind of shade. You know, I've been waiting for Fenty to come out with lip liners for a long time now, so I am so pumped that they finally have lip liners and that they did a great job on them. For being so creamy when it goes on, I can tell that it's drying down and that they're going to be very long wearing, so that's a huge bonus for me. I do not like lip liners generally if they're not long wearing, so that is peanut butter. Let's do this one. This looks really pretty. They're all pretty. You can't miss with any of these. This is Sortra Selfish. Boy, do I need some glasses. Sortra Selfish. I hope I'm reading that correctly. Let's put this on top of peanut butter. Ooh, yeah. Wow. Oh my God, these are so good. If you want a high shine, balmy, but very saturated with pigment lipstick, you should try these. These are really quite epic. It is all working very well. I'm very, very happy to say that. Okay. Makeup Forever, we're gonna try just one of these on to go with the Kulfi lip stain. The one that I picked up was the shade Rose. So Rose, I think, is gonna go with either one of these Makeup Forever lip liners. I had to pick up Rose, you know, come on. Just, it was only fitting to pick up the shade Rose. So cute packaging. Love the font of Kulfi, like such a cool font. Let's try on the Lassie Lips Staining Lip Oil. That is the full name. So these are supposed to be long lasting, conditioning. This already feels like heaven on my lips. Wow. Okay. That is a cool and innovative product. Wow, the shade is absolutely stunning. It's exactly the kind of shade that you'll always see me buying and loving. Both sides are really flat, so you can kind of really get in there and like lay down the product, which I really like. It just makes sense. And then a squared off end to line. Very innovative. Wow. Okay. Oh, that color is gorgeous. I could just keep going all day long. This is so pretty. Now let me actually look up the directions on this, okay? I want to make sure I don't get this wrong because I'm not sure if you're supposed to remove it, if you're supposed to let it just fully dry down. So let me look this up really quick because I want to make sure I don't give you the wrong impression of this product. So by the way, there's 6, I hold up 5, but there's 6 shades to choose from. Okay, so what this says on the Sephora website that I was not getting on the packaging is, it's a smooth staining lip oil that goes on glossy, leaving a perfectly pigmented stain that lasts with one swipe and won't feather, flake, or transfer. Okay, love that. Moisturizing, long wearing, mango seed oil. That's nice. Coconut oil, vitamin E, all great stuff. It's vegan, cruelty free as it should be. Flake free design. Okay. So it does not say anything about removing it or anything like that. So you put it on, it stains all day. What else could you ask for? It's actually turning a lot darker as it's settling on my lips and I'm not mad about it. That is really, really pretty. So I think if you have dry lips, you want something like conditioning, like a lip oil, but you want it to actually stay on your lips. Because that's the problem with a lot of these lip oils and lip balms is they're beautiful, they feel fantastic, but they don't generally stay on your lips for an extended period of time, you know? So this could be like the answer to what we've been looking for in terms of longevity with a tinted lip oil. I wish people would stop shrink wrapping lip liners and eyeliners because for the life of me, I can't get them open. I just can't get them open. And it hurts my fingers so much. Even Mitch can't get these things open. All right, that wasn't so bad. So I'm gonna actually do one thing, okay? I'm gonna blot and let's see what we're left with a beautiful stain. Okay, my lips are fully pigmented and stained. Now I'm gonna layer a little bit of the Longwear New Artist Color Pencil Extreme. That's like the new version of the classic Anywhere Caffeine lip liner that you know I love on this channel. So Anywhere Caffeine Extreme Wear. Nice glide. Of course, it is going on a very well hydrated, well moisturized lip at this point. Wow, very nice. The color looks like it might be just ever so slightly different from the original formula, which I wouldn't be that surprised because this is formulated different, so it might tweak the color somewhat. Very nice. I can tell it's drying down even on top of that lip oil. Okay, so that right there tells me it's gonna be very long wearing. I have no complaints. I'm a lip liner aficionado, so it doesn't take much to win me over with a good lip liner formula, especially if it's long wearing. So I'm gonna actually go back and put a little bit more of the Kulfi lip oil on top just because I love the feeling. Just to layer this on top of the Makeup Forever now. Gosh, that's pretty. My gosh, that is really pretty. Love it. Okay, well, that is the last product that I want to test out. And again, don't worry, there's gonna be more videos to come sharing the new lipsticks from Fenty, the ones I didn't get to try on for this video. But this was a blast, and I want to just quickly run through the products and my overall thoughts. But to be honest with you, there's not one product that I'm not impressed with. I have like literally all hits out of this video. So first things first, the way this looks and feels on my skin is phenomenal. I cannot wait to give you an updated wear test on how this has performed and wore throughout the day, especially because it's a really hot day. It's been really hot in LA, so stay tuned for my continued thoughts on the wear test of this. But first impression is this is quite stunning and extremely affordable. I'll make sure I leave all these links too in the description box below, but this is gorgeous. Like, absolutely easy to work with and gorgeous. Definitely recommend this. And then the concealer from Danessa Myricks is looking quite flawless. Granted, I set it with the Givenchy powder, which is always a hit for me and always just makes everything really flawless. But even on its own, when it was just drying down and when I was blending it on, it looked incredible. The coverage is really beautiful and smooth and doesn't feel heavy or like too cakey under the eyes. So loving this. Definitely going to be using this in future videos, so stay tuned for more continued thoughts on this. But first impression, very, very nice, Danessa Myricks. These, beautiful, quite stunning. I don't know how else to say it, but these are quite beautiful. And I mean, I could layer even more blush on, and you'll probably see me use these in future videos as well. You definitely will, to be honest. But these are quite outstanding, and I love how compact and cute this little packaging is. So love these. God, there's not one thing I'm not going to recommend out of this video, which is wild. This is probably the most surprising thing out of the whole video, to be honest. This has blown me away. The way my skin feels, the way I'm seeing it on my monitor, my skin looks so smooth and just, I don't know, flawless. It's not heavy. It's not weighing down my skin. It's not caking up my makeup. It's not adding a heavy layer that I don't want. So again, I'm going to touch on this one more time, but I think this would be really incredible for more dry and mature skin. I really do. For anyone, but like specifically dry and mature skin is a really hard category to find a powder for that category of skin. So I think this would be a really great one, worth checking out for sure. And cute little packaging. Rare Beauty is also extremely affordable in my opinion, so leave a link to that as well. The lipsticks and the lip liners from Fenty Beauty are just ridiculously gorgeous and outstanding. I cannot wait to try the rest of the shades out for you all, but those are beautiful. The lip liner felt very nice and smooth and creamy, but also dried down, which tells me it's going to be long wearing. And then these were absolutely juicy perfection, highly pigmented, felt amazing on. So love these. Again, we have no misses. These are all hits out of this video. The new lip liners from Makeup Forever, you know I'm going to be using these a ton in videos, so stay tuned for that. But first impression is these were fantastic, and I already love the shades, you know that, but in a long wear form, count me in. And then the Kulfi, this is a huge hit. Like, this looks so pretty on my lips. I love how conditioning and nourishing it feels while not feeling goopy or too overly thick. So really cool, really innovative. I'm just excited to try more stuff from Kulfi in general. The next thing on my list I want to pick up are the eyeliners and the concealer. I really want to pick those up soon, but in store at Sephora, it's been hard to find my shade in the concealer, so that's why I haven't picked it up yet. So love that. Very conditioning. If you want like a natural tinted lip oil that's also long wearing and not going to feather out, definitely try this one out. Big thank you again to Sephora for partnering with me on today's video. I really appreciate you, Sephora, for all the love and support. But that wraps up this video. These were all such huge hits. There was not one product that I don't recommend, and that's a really rare thing for me to say on my channel. I love all of these releases. They're all quite exceptionally well done. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.